നിങ്ങൾ സൂര്യനെ പോലെ തിളങ്ങണമെങ്കിൽ ആദ്യം സൂര്യനെ പോലെ എരിയണം. Today we will discuss about current affairs 26th April 2020. First one is importance of 26th April. International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day. Second one is World Intellectual Property Day. We'll discuss International Chernobyl Disaster Remembrance Day is observed on 26 April. The day aimed to raise awareness of the consequence of the Chernobyl disaster and the risk of nuclear energy in general. The history of the day. The Chernobyl nuclear power plant was built in 1977. It was built to help make electricity for the infrastructure of the Soviet Union to develop economic growth. On 26 April 1986, a reactor in Chernobyl nuclear power plant experienced a catastrophic explosion and fire. It is released unprecedented level of radioactive material into the atmosphere. The accident caused a relatively small number of casualties but left long-lasting damaging consequences. The main danger that caused radiation exposure to over 8.4 million people was due to the air pollution. The day was first observed in 2016 with an aim to teach people about the history of this incident, observe the consequence of what happened and prevent future events from happening again. Ukraine. President Vladimir Shikholi, Prime Minister Dine Shamlial, Capital Kyiv. Next, World Intellectual Property Day is observed on 26 April every year. The day is observed to learn about the role that intellectual property rights play in the encouraging innovation and creativity. The aim of the day. World Intellectual Property Day provides an opportunity for IP office enterprises and inventors to discuss and connect with each other about new innovation that will help to shape the world and improve the living of people. The theme of this is the World Intellectual Property Day 2020 gave us a pathway to a green future. Hence, WIPO organized a campaign, Innovate for a Green Future, that aimed to create awareness about the need to preserve the environment. The history of the World Intellectual Property Day was established by the World Intellectual Property Organization in 2000. The aim of observation of the day is to create awareness of how patent, copyright, trademark and design impact on daily life and celebrate creativity and the contribution made by the creators and innovators to the development of societies across the globe. The date 26 April was chosen as on that day the convention established the World Intellectual Property Organization entered into force in 1970. World Intellectual Property Organization established on 14th July 1967. Headquarters Geneva, Switzerland. Director General Francis Guri. Member State 1901. World Intellectual Property Organization is one of the 15 specialized agencies of United Nations. WIPO was established to encourage creative activity to promote the protection of intellectual property throughout the world. Hubble. Next is Hubble Space Telescope celebrate the 13th anniversary on 24th April 2020. The unique design of the telescope has allowed being repaired and upgraded with the advanced technology by astronauts. The telescope is one of NASA's longest living and most valuable observatories. It has beamed transformational astronomical image to Earth from decade. Hubble is expected to sustain through the 2020s. Also, a second generation space telescope named James Webb Space Telescope has been scheduled to launch in 2021. Hubble Space Telescope. Hubble was named after astronomer Edwin Hubble, who confirmed the universe was expanding among the other findings. The Space Telescope was launched into space aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery on 24th April 1990. The idea of an orbiting telescope was first conveyed by Lyman Spitzer in 1946. Hubble was allowed the astronomers to measure the acceleration of the universe. It has provided evidence of dark matter and observed atmosphere around exoplanet. So far, the telescope has made 1.4 million observators, with data used more than 17,000 peer-reviewed papers. Next, INSC scientists developed nanomaterial to disinfect garments under visible light exposure. Researchers at the Institute of Nanoscience and Technology has developed carbon nitrate quantum dots, a low-cost metal-free nanometal for visible light microbial disinfection. It can be alternative to silver and other metal-based material. Highlight: the researchers have tested GCNQDS for visible light detection antibacterial activity and found it to be efficient. It was also biocompatible with mammalian cells. The material can be visible antibacterial alternative to metal and non-metal semiconductors and expensive silver. It is cost effective. The newly developed nanomaterial process enhanced biocidal activity attributed to the large surface area of GCNQDS have more than reactive sight and optical absorption, both the ultraviolet and visible region. The GCNQD have the ability to generate reactive oxygen species which can rapidly interact and damage the immediately available biological macromolecule such as lipids present on the cell membrane on envelope and proteins present on the cellular surface towards inactivation of the microorganism. This technology will be explored for antiviral efficiency, considering its relevance to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you. Think before you speak, read before you think. Prepared by J. Cotones, AEON'S Study Circle. If you join our study group, all social media, Facebook AEON'S Study Circle, WhatsApp 9846024053, Telegram AEON'S Study Circle, YouTube channel AEON'S Study Circle. Thank you.